Okay, we are back. It is showtime. It's 3 o'clock Eastern time. It's Thursday, April the 14th. It's the last day of the week because tomorrow is Easter Friday. So, everything's closed tomorrow. Options are expiring in an hour. It's Stock Markets with Bruce, by the way. You're wondering, where the heck am I? Who is this guy? I don't know who this guy is. What does this guy do? This guy is an old man, 66-year-old former stockbroker, former desk trader, former vice president of a brokerage firm, former president of a publicly traded company, former offshore asset manager in the Cayman Islands. I mean, this guy's done all kinds of stuff, lots of experience. And he's here basically to tell you in plain English what the hell is going on in the stock markets and try to figure out ways to help you make money if that's possible. The one thing we talk about a lot on this channel is the idea and ways to make money in the markets by writing stock options against stock you've already got or stock you can get, or even where you can buy a stock option and then write a stock option opposite that option and make money. Oh, we do all kinds of things here. Oh, we have fun. So if you stick around, in plain English, we'll try to tell you how it works, what's going on, what we're doing, what the market's up to, why it's doing what it's doing, what does it mean, what do world events have to do with anything. We cover all kinds of neat stuff, and there are some pretty good people here over there. You'll see all those comments there. Generally speaking, if you see a person's name in green with a little thingy beside it, like a little avatar, some have like yellow ones and pink ones and blue ones and all that. Those avatars basically indicate how long they've been members of this channel, and they're the best YouTubers in the world. If you want to know what a top-notch YouTuber looks like, a follower of a channel, these guys right here, these are the ones. What they do is they say hi to each other. They say hi to me. They also sometimes will just put a number beside their name, like KC10D, number 21, and you wonder, what the hell does that mean? Well, are all these codes? KC10D has become the 21st person to hit the thumbs up button, which is probably down here somewhere, I'm assuming. Somewhere there's a thumbs up signal. You see the thumbs up thing? There are 29 of them now. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, there it is. So yeah, number 16, and Nelson's number 16, and someone's now number 32. And what I ask people to do is hit that thumbs up button and then let me know what number you are. If you're a member of this channel, you have the exclusive right to comment here on my show. Let me know what number you are, and I appreciate that. It lets me keep track of how many there are. Right now I see 39. Look at that. Awesome. Now, the other thing we do here, we have all kinds of stuff. We have fun. I thought today I would run a poll question, and I thought I would get your answer to a skill testing question. The skill testing question that 55 people have had the guts to attempt to answer. It's a yes or no answer. It's really easy in that sense. The question is, GameStop will close under $150 a share tonight on the New York Stock Exchange. When trading is over today on the NYSE, GameStop will be under 150. Do you agree or not? Well, yes. The yes camp is 57% sure. Yep, 57% of us are saying it's going to close under 150. The no camp saying, no, it's going to be over 150. 44% over there. Looks like 56 to 44. 62 of you have done that quiz. So do me a favor, do the poll question, and then head over to that thumbs up button and hit that sucker right there. Nail that thumbs up button and help my channel get promoted by the YouTube analytics program that they have, that crazy, wacky software program that promotes YouTube channels. One of the big ways YouTube knows that this channel is worth promoting, the show is worth promoting, is the interactivity, the back and forth between the creator, that's me, and the viewer, that's you. And one of the ways to help this is to hit this thumbs up button right there and answer that poll question. It just shows YouTube. Look at them. Look at all those people. 144 are there. He's already got 73 reacting to the poll question. He's got 52 thumbs up. This guy's on fire. He's like Joe Rogan. This guy's huge. the more you promote this kind of a channel, I say to YouTube, the more people will watch it, the more people hopefully will enjoy it, and the channel gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Next thing you know, we're Joe Rogan. And I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but hey, anything bigger is better. 80 votes. Look at that. 80 votes have come in on this poll question. GameStop will close under 150 a share. 54% saying, yeah, it's going under. 46% saying, no, Bruce, it's going to be above 150 at the bell. We have 55 minutes to go. No. Now, of course, the advantage of this poll question is as we go down in time, we're getting closer to the bell, so it gets easier to decide. But, 152.63 is the price of the stock right now. Where is it going to end up? I don't know. We'll see what happens. A lot can happen in 55 minutes. So stick around and thank you. 62 thumbs ups and counting. You guys are absolutely awesome. I appreciate this so much. Hit that thumbs up button as much as you can for me. If you've got 2 devices or 3 devices, hey, there's no law saying you can't give me a thumbs up on 3 different devices. We'll take anything we can get. We need the promotion. We need the momentum. We want to move up the ladder, and I thank you. BZ is saying, listen, Bruce, I want to be thumbs up number 100. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait until there's 99, and then I'm going to be number 100 for you. Put you over the top. Alexander is saying, screw that. I'm number 33, and I'm here, baby. That's it, man. Alexander stepping up right now. Love this. Shares 52 thumbs ups. Thank you, guys. I do appreciate that. What's going on with this market? Look at the Dow Jones down 6.7 points. We came out like a house on fire this morning. The Dow, oh man, I think we're at 34,628 on the opening, and then we went up to 34,889. I mean, 34,889. We're at 34,557. What the hell happened? We've lost 332 points from the high of the day, which was in the first 15 minutes. I mean, it was just, I think we were up 300. We were up, like I said, 300 points. Wow. We're now down 9.59 on the day. Are we looking at a terrible loss on the day? Not really. I mean, it's only 9 points. Okay, it's 16 now. So what? But it's a pullback. I'll tell you that. We've come back. S&P up or down 38.9. And the NASDAQ is down 247. Now, to be fair, the NASDAQ and the S&P have been negative basically all day long. And we're down 1.8% on the NASDAQ, 1.8% lower on the NASDAQ. We're down 0.87% on S&P, and the Dow is down 0.04 of 1/100ths of a percentage point, 4/100ths of a percentage point negative. So the Dow just hasn't backed up. But the old NASDAQ has been the leader today on the down dip. Now, why is the NASDAQ down and the Dow not so badly down? What's the deal? Well, number one, there's only 30 stocks in the Dow Jones 30. There's only 30 stocks. They make up the most powerful corporations, not like the only 30 most powerful, but they're up there. These 30 companies are pretty big. They probably all pay a dividend. They make scabs of money, just gobs of it. And they're market leaders in their field and so on. And they cover a wide swath of the American economy. All right. Having said that, let's talk about the NASDAQ 100 index. Those stocks, some of which are in the Dow, like Apple and Microsoft, they're in the Dow. But there are 100 stocks in the NASDAQ. And those other shares, many of the others, are basically up-and-comers that are trading at a pretty high price earnings multiple, because the thinking by investors, and when I say investors, I mean individuals and corporate investors, mutual funds, pension funds, hedge fund managers, a lot of these very, very high-end money managers and a lot of members of the public, they believe that a bunch of these 100 NASDAQ companies are leaders of tomorrow, and they are in businesses now that will be dominating the future quite a bit more than they are now. So it's kind of like it's like investing in Apple 2 years after Apple went public and putting it in the NASDAQ 100. Apple, when it went public, was not a Dow 30 company. It took decades to grow big enough, with a lot of angst and good times and bad times. But Apple became eventually part of the Dow. So NASDAQ is sort of a future market. And so there's a lot of growth prospects in there, a lot of companies in the NASDAQ 100 that have a lot of upward potential. And so those shares are trading ahead of their current earnings into the future, McFly, the future of earnings. And well, we'll see how all that works out. Some will succeed, some might not. But NASDAQ will fluctuate a lot more in volatility. It'll have 300-point days up or down, or 400s or 400s. It can really move because we're dealing with stocks that in 1 week are in fashion and the next week are out of fashion, and they will react dramatically. These shares can move up and down 3, 4, 5% in a day, where the Dow Jones 30 industrial stocks are held by, I will tell you that there are dozens of mutual funds worldwide, maybe more than that, that only track the performance of the Dow, and they have hundreds of billions of dollars, maybe trillions of dollars in these funds to follow these markets, to follow these shares. And so any stock that's in the Dow Jones 30 is a very widely held security everywhere. And so government pension funds from Japan to Norway to Germany, France, Canada, the USA, state pension funds all over the US, these provincial funds in Canada, any other territorial geographical mutual funds in any country you want to mention, probably all own some of the Dow 30s in their portfolios. And that's why those shares don't do this. They don't go up and down 5% every day. They're pretty steady. So the Dow will move up and down. Oh yeah, sure. It's a 34,500 point index. We can move up or down 300 points in a day. That's 1%. That's perfectly acceptable. It's when the Dow moves more than 2.5%, 2.5, 2, 3, 4%. Then it gets serious. Then there's something really going on we have to be paying attention to, something good or something bad. And it's a barometer of people's feelings about how these companies are going to do 6 months to a year from now. That's what a lot of these indexes really represent. So if you see the Dow going up and up and up every day for like a whole week, you can be assured that the kind of economic news that has been coming out this week is the kind of economic news people are saying, hey, this is good for the economy down the road the next 6-8 months. This is pretty good for us. Scott Goldman, thank you, bud. There's that kind of feeling. If, of course, the Dow Jones is negative for 5-6 days in a row, and then maybe the kind of news that's coming out on the news wires and, in front of all the, all the anchors and all these hosts on these business channels, they're reading to you probably some less than flattering news regarding the economy. It might be increase in oil prices, or there's a war going on in Ukraine that nobody wants, or there's a recession about to happen, or maybe interest rates are going kooky. Inflation is like out of control. So the markets can really react to this kind of news and will reflect the future thinking of people as a whole, and it doesn't look too good. Sometimes markets go too high too fast, they go down too far too fast, and we have then what is known as corrections or consolidations. We get profit taking where stocks go down too fast. People nibble up down there to kind of get the cheap stock, and it comes a little bit farther back to where it should be, and they're already ahead of the game. There's a lot of speculating going on in the markets. Anyway, I try to cover all this stuff and do the best I can. Welcome all to the show. Like I say, we're down 44 on the Dow, down 42 on S&P, down 55 on the NASDAQ. It is the big loser today. The other two indexes seem to be following it, although Dow has been a reluctant participant in the negative aspect of this market. That's not plain English. All that means is the Dow didn't want to go down, and Dow stocks kind of were holding on to gains until a little while ago. Looks like in the last 20 minutes, the Dow finally gave up some more ground and has gone red, down 37 points right now. Now, we follow a bunch of stocks here, small stocks and large stocks, and everything in between. The talk of the market today has kind of been Elon Musk, the guy who runs Tesla. He's kind of been dominating the show here. Started off this morning with Twitter. We heard in the last 2 weeks, he bought a bunch of Twitter, like 9% of the company, something like that. And story was, from what we were being led to believe, that he was being touted as a possible new member of the board of directors, that he might become a board of director member and help the company and guide it down the road to profitability one day. But then we find out a few days after the position was disclosed to the world that he owned this big chunk of the company, that now he's not going to be a board of director at all. Whether he rejected the idea or the board members didn't want him, or they wanted him, but they had certain conditions that he didn't want to go by. I don't know. But something happened where we found out a few days ago that no, he's not going to be a member of the board at all. And he may or may not buy more of this stock. We don't know. And then this morning we wake up, and lo and behold, we find out, if we rub all the sleep out of our eyes, we go, Elon Musk is putting in a bid to the board of directors. He's prepared to buy the entire company for $43 billion in cash. $52.20 a share, something like that, $54.20 a share. He's prepared to buy the entire company for $54.20 a share cash. Well, the board of directors, they have to consider that offer. They have to discuss it amongst themselves. They have to probably talk to their team, their leadership team, and they will talk to their employees, which apparently they're going to do today. They're calling an employee meeting, I think at 2:00 Pacific time, to discuss this. I am certain that key people inside that company at the very high end, the chairman of the board, the CEO, the folks running this thing, they're in touch with their securities lawyers. They're probably also in touch with the key analysts and advisors, mainly advisors, based in Wall Street. It wouldn't surprise me if Elon is using a brokerage firm, an investment banker as his advisor, and they're using a Wall Street heavyweight investment bank as their advisor to compare notes as to, should this be considered? What are the alternatives? How do we handle this? And on the buying side, Elon is saying, hey, I got $43 billion I could throw around. I'll buy all the stock for $43 billion, and I'm going to take the company public, not make it a public company anymore, and I'll own it. And of course, as the owner, he can do whatever he wants with it. He can replace the board of directors. He can ask them all for their resignations and bring in additional group of board of directors. He can keep them all if he wants. Totally up to him. Keep some, drop some. He can request and hire and fire anybody he wants in the organization. He can go to the company and say, look, I don't want to make any changes. I just want to own this company. And I want to make sure you guys have plenty of money to keep expanding your thing. And in the next 5-10 years, I expect your company to become a very profitable company. On the other hand, he may have a few ideas, and he might meet with management and say, look, here's what I'm thinking. We could do this. You could do this. You could do that. I can fund anything like that. Why don't you guys think about it, get back to me next week, and we'll work something out. And management comes back a week later and says, okay, you want to throw 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10 billion more into this company. We can do this, we can do that, we can do that, we can do that. And if he goes, sounds great, go about, make it happen. Well, after he owns it all, he can do whatever he wants, and he can decide with his team whatever they want to do. On the other hand, he might be making phone calls right now and emails and texts to a bunch of people he knows that he would rather see run this company. And maybe he has already got ideas as to how he wants this company run and how he wants it perceived and where it's going. And maybe, I don't know, he has ideas on other companies he wants to acquire that he'll merge into the Twitterverse and make Twitter a wholly different looking company as a private concern that it is right now. I don't know. When you are essentially one of the richest people on the planet, you kind of have the kind of dough to do these kind of things. Now, the board of directors, they have to figure out on their end, what are they going to do? Because not only do they represent themselves in the room, they represent all the employees of the company, and they are also stewards for all of the shareholders of the company. And so they have a lot of responsibilities here, and they have to adhere by SEC rules, and they have to act in the best interest of all shareholders. Now, it's very possible that there are a few boards of director people that are in that board, one of which I think is Larry Ellison, who runs Oracle. It could be that Mr. Ellison would rather that he buy the company rather than Elon buy the company. Maybe he'll buy it himself on a personal bid on his own, or maybe he will have a board meeting at Oracle tonight, an emergency board meeting, which could be by virtual reality, Zoom call, something like that, or in person, whatever works. And he's already on the phone and texting his board and talking to them, and they're scheming together, going, we should acquire Twitter since it's, quote, in play right now. It's in play. Maybe we should buy this thing and buy it as an Oracle company and keep it as a wholly owned subsidiary company. Maybe we could do that. And maybe we can buy this company without using cash. Maybe we can offer the board of directors of Oracle, of which Mr. Ellison will now step back from as a conflict of interest, so he'll step back, and he will make the pitch with Oracle to the board. He'll step back and recuse himself from this decision. And the deal might be, look, Mr. Musk is offering $54.20 in cash. We will offer Oracle stock. So for every share of Twitter you have, you will get $60 of Oracle stock instead of $54.20 in cash. And so you're part of our public company, Oracle, that now owns Twitter, that's in it, and you have shares. Now, what could happen down the road is Oracle could suggest that what we might do is we might work a spin-off where we will spin off half the Twitter company back into the marketplace to be its own publicly traded company again, but we'll own 51% of the stock and we'll have the public own 49% of the stock. We'll do that as a form of a dividend to all Oracle shareholders. We might do something like that. I mean, there's a million ways to play it. It could be where Oracle says, we'll give you 30 in cash, 30 in stock, $60 deal. And Mr. Musk might turn around and say, $54.20 is my final offer, and I'd rather the shareholders vote on which deal they want. Now, the board has to act in the best interest of the company to make a decision and a recommendation to the shareholders of Twitter. Here's what we think you should do, but we'll see. It could be, however, that a third party comes in right out of left field. That could be like a Google. Maybe Google wants to buy Twitter and make a deal for Twitter on a cash buy or a pure stock deal. Who knows? And maybe that's a $70 offer or $63 offer or a cash and stock arrangement. And this can go on for a while, and this can get rather interesting. We're only in the first inning. The first batter is at the plate taking swings here. 45.13 is the price of Twitter right now, which I find amazing. That 45.13 down 72 cents on an all-cash $54.20 offer. And this is telling me that the smart money in New York and elsewhere, the hedge fund players, they are thinking that there's no way that the board will agree to a takeover at all, that they'll try to fight it. They'll try to find a way to oppose it. And it's possible that the board is soliciting other deals that might be all paper type deals that aren't as sexy as the $54 cash offer, but in a way to sort of thwart Elon away and go another direction. And right now the street's going, we're not that convinced that this $54.20 is going to happen. Because if they were convinced that, number one, the $54.20 deal is going to be a certainty, the stock would trade at $52.50 right now. If number two, the street was convinced that a second or a third party is coming to the table to go after this entity, and these are cash deals, this would be trading over $54.20 in anticipation of higher offers. We're not getting anything at this point. So we're at 45.06, down 79 cents on Twitter. It's a most fascinating deal today. The volume today on Twitter, 234 million shares have traded today. That's quite a bit of paper going through the system, isn't it? The total number of shares outstanding, let me see if I can do this here. I think I punched those symbols in and I get the stock. There it is. The total number of shares in existence are 800 million, of which 703 million actually can free trade. And we have 234 million out of 700 million trading hands today. So that's 30% of all the stock, in theory, changing hands. But that's not really what's going on. Those of you who hang out here for a while, you know that a stock can trade way more shares in a daytime than exist. Because generally what will happen, and what's been happening here today for sure, is there's been a lot of speculators in and out of here. People speculating on what I just talked to you about, all the possibilities going on. And there have probably been a lot of buyers and sellers who bought 1,000 shares today at 40, I don't know, let's say they bought at 45 and sold at 45.10. Or they would have shorted it at 46.50 and bought it back at $46 even, at 1,000 at a time, or 10,000 shares at a time, or 100 shares at a time. There are a lot of what we call short-term day traders who are flipping the stock over and over and over and over and over and over again. And that's running up the volume meter. The volume meter is now at 234 million. But in reality, we may have only had 50 million trade actual shares actually in play today. That could be the possibility. So the volume players, the in and outers, the day traders, they don't care what direction it goes. It wants to go up, they're buying to sell. If it's going to go down, they're selling to buy. They're just going with the flow. Right now, the flow is negative, down 88 cents. They don't care. But the smart money, that is what I'm curious about to see here. It's already a reflection. I've already got a reflection now. Smart money is telling me they don't believe this deal's going to happen because the stock's at 44.97 and the offer's 54.20. We're almost $10 under the price. But if you're a gambler out there, and there are gamblers out there for sure, you might be playing the game where you're buying this stuff at 44.97 a share. And you're going to say to yourself, you know what, I'm going to wait a month on this thing, because what's the worst that can happen? Stock's going back to 40 a share again where it was, so I lose $4. What's the best that can happen? The best that can happen is Elon buys his company, or somebody outbids him and another person outbids them, and the deal gets done at $60, maybe 62 or 68, who knows, but it's going to be done at a higher price than $45. And I'm long this stock, and I'm going to take the best offer that's offered to me. Maybe that's the best scenario. There are other investors who are buying the stock right now and immediately writing a call option against the stock. They're saying, I'll take this stock off anyone's hands at $44.97 a share, and I'm going to write a $50 call option against it, good for 3 months, and I'll take in as much money as I can doing it. And if I get taken out, because the stock does go higher on a deal, I get my $50 because I'll be bought out at 50, plus I get to keep the premium. That might be $2 or $3. I'm getting in at 45, and I'm getting out at 52 to 53. Thank you very much. Thanks for the short little ride. I appreciate it. We'll see you next time, everybody. Have a good day. Others are buying the stock and writing $60 calls, writing $55 calls. Who knows? Now, there are option players buying call options on this stock all over the place. They're buying puts, writing calls, gambling everywhere to the billions of dollars, tens of billions. But the final outcome, we don't know yet. And it might be 2 or 3 months. It could be that long, or it could be by Wednesday it's all over. We'll find out. If the board of directors accepts Elon Musk's all-cash offer, says, yeah, we'll take 54.20. We're endorsing it 110%. Friendly takeover. Not a problem here. We will be more than cooperative. We'll take the 54.20 and we'll walk away with the cash. You will own this company. Well, that deal can be done in the next 30, 60 days. It can all be finalized, finished off. The shareholders have to vote on it, but the board will tell them, we're taking this deal. We think it's a great deal. But of course, if a secondary offer comes in, someone else says, I'm offering $58 a share cash. Well, now the board has to consider the other offer. Shareholders have to vote on which one they want. And here we go. There might be a bidding war. Okay. Other than that, there's nothing going on. There you go. We're down 14 points on the Dow Jones. Not a lot of downside here today, but there it is with Twitter. Now, we're watching Cyxtera, CYXT, the former SPAC. That is a data processing company. They're at 1308. They're 30% higher than that $10 SPAC deal. They are for sale. Apparently, they are soliciting offers to be taken out. Now, here's a company that's doing the reverse of Twitter. I mean, Twitter has a shareholder activist, Elon Musk, coming and saying, I want to buy you guys, and they have to decide what to do. And Sextera is saying, we, the board of directors, have decided to explore the possibility of being bought out. And they've hired investor banker in New York to probably hit the pavement, find out if anybody wants to buy them. Stock's at $13.07 a share, and it's down a penny today. Nothing serious going on there. 146,000 traded, not 146 million traded. The company's value is $2.3 billion right now. The question is, what would it take to take over this company? And if you do take over this company, why would you do that? Would you do that because you have a bunch of money and you want to buy other data centers to vend into this data center and grow it? Are you already a data center company that is larger than this data center company, and you're going to buy this data center company to take it over and in effect do a reverse takeover where you're larger, they're smaller, you're going to gobble them up and now become a larger publicly traded data center company? Is that the deal? It's an all paper arrangement. Would that work with Sextera's people? I don't know. Could it be that Amazon comes in and says, we'll give you $15 a share, get lost. We'll just buy you out for cash, $15. And everybody gets their money. Stocks is all bought up. Doesn't trade anymore. It's now part of Amazon. That's the end of that. And we never hear anything about them again. That could happen. We'll find out. When I know, you'll know. But we've been watching this now since it was a SPAC. Rocket Lab, 838, down 1 penny today. We're watching that closely. It's fought its way back here. It was as low as 825 today. It's come back to 838, 1 penny away from break even. SoFi is a stock we have been talking about here forever. This channel, we kind of like SoFi. It's at 726 right now after hitting a low of 722. And all morning, my viewers all morning have been putting in stink bids to try to steal paper from people dumb enough to want to sell it. And there have been 35 million shares traded today. Maybe half is real selling. The other half is just churning paper over. But it's down 35 cents. And there was a very positive article written about the company this morning. Somebody blogged something. Looks really good. Buy recommendation for speculators, but it hasn't had a good effect on the stock. Anyway, it's down to 726, and it's a bargain in my opinion. I think it might be. Yes, it has hit 722 today. The all-time low trade ever for SoFi happened today, 4 cents ago at 722. This stock was at the lowest price that it has ever traded at. So if you believe in the old adage, the old saying in the market where it says you buy low and you sell high, this is the low. This 726 price, this is the low right here. It's the low. So, common sense says when a stock is at its low, you buy it at the low. You sell high, you buy low. So there it is. Here's the last year's chart right there. Oh, yeah, $25 twice. Twice it got to $25. Sorry about it being blurry, but it's now 726. It's at its all-time low. You buy it. Now, unless you think it's going lower, but really? You think it's going lower? It's 27.4% below its offering price of $10 when it was created by us with a SPAC rollover. They underwrote themselves with a bunch of dough. They've got their bank charter now. They're prominently known with SoFi Stadium. They're not a private little quiet little company. These guys are on fire, but the stock is down at its all-time low. Okay. GameStop. We follow GameStop here. We're up 174 a share right now, but that's down from the high of the day, 156.50. We're down about $4 from the high of the day, which was set. Hang on a second. Yeah, that price, the high of the day was hit just around 11 this morning, and it's backed off now. Came down, came up, and it's come down again. We're now at 152.44, up $1.74. And there's a poll question right here on this channel, as I have mentioned. Let me take a look at that poll question. We now have 173 votes in this house. GameStop will close under $150 a share today on the New York Stock Exchange. And right now we have got 177 votes in on that poll. 49% of you say yes, it will be below 150. 51% are saying no, 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 it'll be above 150. And we're at 151.97 right now. So this is close. The poll is close. Hey, you want to help out? Answer the darn poll question. Let me know what you think. Get in there and tell us. We've got, by the way, 121 thumbs ups on this channel today for this show already. Thank you all very much for being here. Appreciate it. All right, GameStop. We'll keep an eye on that. AMC 1804 down 50 cents today on 22.3 million. The low of the day 17.90. We're not going anywhere. We seem to be backing off here. That's not good. Matterport $6.90 down 41 cents today on 3.9 million. That is unfortunate to see that. That's a bargain right there. ME 23andMe, the DNA testing kit people, $3.51 a share. They did their SPAC at $10. This thing's down 65%. They have an arrangement with SmithKline Beckman, the big pharmaceutical. These guys have a deal that just got extended for another year at SmithKline's option, where SmithKline Beckman gives these guys $1 million a week, every week, $1 million, $50 million deal for the year to be partners in creation of a new drug. And they are mining, the folks over at SmithKline are mining the DNA in the archives that ME23andMe has. It's only a matter of time before a new drug will be created for cancer, COVID, flu, the common cold, diabetes, whatever. Sooner or later, a drug will be created in a partnership arrangement with ME, because ME gets $1 million a week to allow them to data mine the DNA, but they also get a royalty on any drug created and approved. ME is one drug away that is going into testing, not approval. I'm just saying testing for approval. Could take the market to $20 a share. Just the testing phase. If the drug fails, it'll back off. But ME is likely to have dozens of drugs that they're partnered in over the next decade. Dozens. And the stock is $3.51 a share. The street doesn't get it. The stock market is oblivious to the out and out endless potential of what ME could become, because the stock, the company is a $1.5 billion company right now. That's all it's worth. $1.5 billion. One drug that they'll own a percentage of, whatever that number is, it could be worth $10 billion to these guys. Just one. The stock is trading at a $1.5 billion market cap value right now. It's tragically laughable, is what I'm going to say. Tragically laughable, because there are people in this stock at the all-time high of $13.68. There are people in here at $10. There are people in here at $7, $8. All these different prices. And they will, if they just sit tight and go, I don't care how low this thing goes, I'm never selling. I am never going to sell this, because the DNA that they have collected from hundreds of millions of people, or whatever, tens of millions, it's the largest DNA database on the planet that these guys have, is worth billions and billions and billions of dollars, tens of billions of dollars, just the data alone. They're never going to sell it. They're only going to royalty it. And this is the key to these guys' success. They can royalty their DNA to anyone they want. And right now, SmithKline Beckman is the leader on this. $1 million a week. They're getting $1 million a week to work this deal. They've already received $50 million. They're doing another $50 million right now. It's a 2-year deal already. And like I said, any drug created from any of the DNA work here is just royalty money to ME, and it'll completely transpose the company to a whole new level. How in the world no one is buying this stock up like an Elon Musk, like how there isn't an Elon Musk person slowly nibbling up this stuff? I am completely stumped by it. I really am. It's going to be a big one, but when it's the 350, you can say, "Oh yeah, Bruce, you talk the talk. It's 350. You're a dreamer. You don't know what you're talking about." But when it's $35, and I'll say, "You remember when it was 351?" You'll go, "Oh yeah, you talked about it one time, and yeah, you got lucky." So I can't win. All right, I can't win, but you can win. You grab this stuff, you buy this stuff, you put it away, and you drop $3,500 and get 1,000 shares, and you can live with yourself if this goes to $35 a share. You'll be able to live with yourself. You'll be writing contracts up there for some serious money, by the way. Okay, Spire Global is down 1.5 cents at 186.5 today. ATI Physical Therapy is at 180, down 4 cents. Smart Rent, another one we love here, down a penny at 504. Those are the former SPACs. Pfizer, we're following Pfizer here, 53.19, down, up 9 cents today. Very quiet day today. Hewlett-Packard, we're following Hewlett-Packard now. I'm recommending any of you out there, if you're thinking of getting something at a really cheap price that is a cash flow generator extraordinaire, buys back their stock, pays a dividend, Hewlett-Packard, HPQ is the symbol, not HPE, HPQ. Hewlett-Packard, 37.52. Mr. Buffett and his gang over at Berkshire Hathaway, just a few weeks ago, they dropped $4+ billion into this company. They're big chunks shareholders of this thing, and they own about 10% of it. It's a $39 billion market cap. They own about 10%, and they're in for a big win. And they're gonna get it. It's a 2.6% yield if you just hold it for the dividend. The dividends will go up over the next few years. They'll raise the dividend per share. But this company is buying back its stock. They've already bought 25% of themselves back in the last few years. They're going to keep doing it so that the share count will get restricted and more restricted, and which means the earnings per share grow. There are fewer shares to divide the profits into every year. So the earnings per share number rises, and that puts pressure on the upward momentum of the stock. It's trading at 6.75 earnings. Hewlett-Packard is a high-tech company. It's a leading technology company. It's trading at under 7 times earnings. Just to kind of, think about that. Under 7 times earnings. Microsoft, they're kind of high-tech, 29 times earnings. You ever heard of a company called Apple? They're a high-tech company. 27.5 times earnings, okay? Hewlett-Packard, 6.75 times earnings. And Buffett bought $4 billion of this. He didn't buy Microsoft. He didn't buy Apple. He bought this. Think about that. So there you go. Just saying. It's a great stock to buy under $38 because that's cheaper than Warren paid for it. And, you can make some money on this thing by writing call options. You can always write short-term calls just out of the money, taking some premium monies in the meantime while you're hanging around. Every 2 weeks or so, you might be writing calls $1 or $2 higher than you were before. If the shares inch up a little bit, you'll inch up with your calls. And away we go. There you have it. That's Hewlett-Packard, 37.59, down 35 cents. It's a red day today. And so we're going into a long weekend, Easter weekend. People don't want to be long right now because of the next 4 days. Who knows what's going to happen in the wild world? And so you have opportunities to pick and choose some stocks that might be at prices too good to pass up, because maybe, just maybe, Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday next week, we get a breakout of good earnings and we run this market runs higher, and maybe stocks like Hewlett-Packard and others will have a good couple of days, and you'll be going, "Oh my, glad I bought this at 37.60. Smart me, I'm so smart." We'll see how it goes. Other stocks we're watching: Robinhood down 52, Vanik down 682 today, Home Depot down 490, IBM up 61 cents, Microsoft down 732 to $280 a share. Apple 165.86 down 453. Goldman Sachs back up again, 20-cent gain. The range today on Goldman, the low 319, the high 333. We've had a $14 swing today on Goldman. We're up 19 cents right now, trading at 5.4 times earnings. The stock is half price. Should be trading at 10 times earnings. It's trading at 5. And so not a lot of downside. Came up with their numbers today, beat the street on estimates. Cisco down 92 cents. Facebook down $4. Amazon is down 75. They were up 100 yesterday. Tesla down $33 to $9.89. Google down $57. Bed Bath Beyond down 14 cents after bottoming out this morning at 1604. They're now 1763. They have come back a long way today. BlackBerry down 13 cents to 672. Royal Caribbean up 93 to 82.90. Shouldn't be there, but it is. Target 380 gain. JP Morgan at 83-cent loss. Costco down is up 99 cents. Walmart up a nickel. Nvidia down 877. American Airlines up 7 cents. And over at Moderna, we're down 324. So with 14 minutes left in this week's trading, we don't trade tomorrow on Friday. We're closed. We got 14 minutes to go before all the options expire today. We're down 39 on the Dow. We're down 45 on S&P. And we're down 265 on the NASDAQ market. GameStop, 152.89. It is just 289 above $150. And the question today is on my homepage here. Will the stock hold 150 or not? Will it close above or below $150 today? People are saying, I got 203 people who have reacted to this poll question, now 204. 49% are saying, Bruce, this stock is going to close under 150. And 51% are saying, no, it's going to close above 150. Of course, they've got a head start. It's at 152.85. So they're 285 in the money. So they're making the brave prediction that it's going to close above 150. 152.78 is where we're at right now. But you know, and I know, in 14 minutes, this stock can go $15 anytime, any direction. We never know. So we'll keep an eye on that. We have 136 of you who've been able to give us a thumbs up so far on this show. I thank you. Please throw that thumbs up my way if you can. Tell YouTube, by giving that thumbs up, tell YouTube, you promote this guy. You tell people out there, there's this old guy who should be on the radio. He's on YouTube and he's talking plain English to people about what's going on in the market. And I do appreciate it if you can do it. That would help the channel tremendously. And I'll get richer. I just will. You have no idea how much money YouTube pays me. It's incredible. 247 people here right now. Do you have any idea how much money YouTube gives me for this? It's unthinkable money. It's unthinkable. For every 1,000 people that watch my show, every time I get 1,000 views, I get $5.50. You just think about that. You put that together and smoke it. I am getting rich with hundreds of viewers joining me at the same time. It's exciting. Thank you very much for being here. Love you guys. If you have a chance to subscribe to this channel, please think about that. That'd be a great idea. But more importantly, if you really want to be part of the family here, and a number of people have become part of this tight-knit group, become a member of this channel. There should be a join button somewhere down here, maybe here. And if you're watching on the telephone, it's probably right down there somewhere. There's a join button now where you can join the channel as a member. There's 2 membership levels. Chilling with Uncle Bruce, where you get to comment here on my live shows. All you want, use the emojis. And then there's the ultimate penthouse level membership, and that's right up here, Gold Bagel member. Once you're one of these guys, you at the top of the food chain, you really are interested in making money in this market. You're not kidding. You're not here for fun. You're here for the money. It's like The Godfather. It's not personal anymore. It's just business, and you're here for business. And I try to give you some value for this right here, for this membership. Every day before my show starts at 8:30 in the morning, I have a trader alert, gold members only. every day of the week during market opening. And also on Wednesday nights at 8 o'clock Eastern time, I have a show just for gold members. It's the Primetime Live with Uncle Bruce, 8 o'clock Wednesday nights for Gold Bagel members. You ask me whatever you want about your accounts, your trading habits, ideas, thoughts, concerns, you name it. It's a great hangout show, and we get a lot covered. Anyway, there you have it. Thank you for all of your support of this channel. Those of you who are sending super chats, I thank you. Those of you who do PayPal donations, I double thank you. And if you're members of this channel, and no matter what level you choose, we love it. Jennifer and I, we are really we're excited and we're pumped up. Now we're going to hit the road. In about a month from now, we will be in the UK. If all goes well, we will be in London doing the show live from London. A few weeks after that, we will be live from Amsterdam. And then shortly after that, we are going to be live in Germany and likely, definitely for sure, Switzerland. I don't have exact dates yet. I'll know when I know, you'll know. But we will be, for the good chunk of the summer, we're going to be in Switzerland for the very first time ever. And I'll be doing my live shows from there. So you guys who are supporting this channel by being members, you are helping me do that. And I can't tell you enough how thrilled Jen and I are that we are able to take this trip to do this. But my commitment to you is we're on the air, baby. We're going to keep you posted and help you make money in this market, especially those of you who want to write options. You'll make money here. I am certain of that. I'm pretty comfy thinking that. 152.08 on GameStop now. 208 in the money if you're running that poll with me. That poll question is asking you, will that stock hold above 150 or not? Right now, 152.10, 152.02 looks like the price. The Dow is down 80 points. We've gone negative about an hour and a half ago, and we're going further into the red now. We're down 51 on S&P. That's 1.16%. That's a good chunk. We're down 2.1% negative on NASDAQ, 286 points. The Dow is now just kind of catching up to the rest of the indexes. If the Dow were to equal the NASDAQ market in its down move, the Dow would be down right now. Instead of 86 points, it would be down close to 600 points. That's how bad off the NASDAQ is doing right now. So that gives you some context. The NASDAQ is down the equivalent of 600 Dow points as we speak. So there's some red in this town. There you go. Scott, I love this old man. Sign up, make money. There you go. It's just so simple. Are any groupies following the Bruce Euro tour? Oh, we'll see what happens with that. We're hoping to do a meet and greet in London. We're hoping to do a meet and greet in Amsterdam, and we're plotting the idea of a meet and greet in Zurich, Switzerland. So if you're hanging around, in July, in Zurich, early July, you're in the area, maybe we can get together at a beer hall or something like that and attempt to taste some Swiss chocolate, cheese, and beer. I don't know, whatever they got. Do they have that kind of stuff? I hope so. Anyway, we'll let you know when we know the details. We'll pass them along and we'll see what's going. Michael is saying Apple is tanking and I am loving it. Apple right now 165.51 down 489, and Michael is one happy camper right now. You gotta love that. Here it is. Credit Savage. You know what? Seriously speaking, if you become a Gold Bagel member, you'll be part of a very close-knit group of people. We definitely have a great tight community, and you become part of a family that makes money. There you go. We are allowing joiners in. If you care to join the party, pal, we'd love to have you. Yes, indeed. This is going to be fun. Looking forward to all of you who could join us for the meet and greet in Europe. That's going to be fun. Hopefully we can do 3 of these. 151.69. Watch out. That GameStop is coming down. 151.59 now. How's that poll question going? I got 216 people who have voted on this poll question. GameStop will close under 150 a share today on the New York Stock Exchange. We're 151.59 right now. 47% saying yes, you're going to close under 150. And we still have 6 minutes left to do it. 53% saying, no, 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 no. We're going to be above that. We'll be above 150. 151.57. That's all we're at. We're only 157 above 150 right now. This is incredibly close. We have 154 thumbs up, though. Thank you for the 154. If you guys can hit that thumbs up button for me, it would really help this channel. We need to get more viewers on here, because the more people find out about the stocks we like, the more people we can talk to about those stocks we like, and they'll understand why we like them, and they'll go, why don't I own this stuff? I should buy this stuff. The more people we can get to buy stocks that we like, have them join our party, the better for everybody. Hello, 151.55, $1.55 above break even. 161 thumbs ups. They're coming in, and we're at 47 to 53% on this poll question. Yes, the stock will close under 150. 47% now are saying, you know what, Bruce, this thing's coming down. You might be right. This thing might close under 150 a share. 53% going, no, we're hanging on. We're hanging on to 150 and higher. We're going to stay above 150. 220 poll responders have come through here. 151.55. We're not done yet. 151.30. Uh-oh. Another quarter lower. 151.30. Uh-oh. We're $1.30 away from this level here. Selling is coming in. The volume on the day, by the way, 2.3 million shares. Pretty light. Pretty light. A little more than yesterday, but not a lot. 151.30. Last indicator trade here. We're only up 60 cents on the day. Oops, 151.26. Another 4 cents lower. There's another down tick. Here we go. Oh, man, you guys betting yes, you yesers might be right, and you might be the minority. Holy moly, macaroni, 131.30, 131.35. Well, we'll see. We're hanging on. 164 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody. Keep them coming in. Hit that 200 level for me. Let's get those 200 thumbs ups or more going. I would love that. Thank you. Bruce WD says, I wrote a 155 GameStop yesterday for May the 6th at 11:49. Thank you, sir. Well done. May you have another well done job there. It's out of the money. That's a good thing. I like it. Let's see what's going on here. Yes, sir. Nice. Just bought more ME and SoFi, says Aaron. I just got this stock, SoFi 725, ME 356. The bargoons are everywhere. It's ridiculous. 151.22 on GameStop. 3 minutes to go. We're only 122 to the good. Will we drop 123 a share in the next 3 minutes? Anything's possible. We got 3 minutes to go. Oh, man, we're down 87 on the Dow. We're down 52 on S&P. We're down 290 on NASDAQ. The big markets aren't helping GameStop. It's only up 52 cents. Uh-oh, 151.15. We've dropped again. 151.01. We've dropped again. We're only up 31 cents on GameStop now on the day. 151.01. It's happening. It's coming in. The stock is coming in here. We got 2 minutes left in the day, and we're only $1.01 ahead of 150. Is this going to crap under 150? What's happening? Options are expiring. Thousands of options on the line here. What is going to happen here in the next minute and a half? 151.08 on GameStop. 151.08 on GameStop. Oh, my. Bobby, my Uncle Bruce, I know shrinkage happens over weekends. My question is, and then I don't know what the question is. Does the final price shown on Friday calculate the time between now and Monday? No, it only reflects the close on Friday. Monday, we open with a new quote, and you'll find out how it works out. 151.02, 151.06. We're threatening 151. Minute ago, I think we got a minute left. We're down to the final minute here. 151.06. Can it hang on to 150? The poll question now, 226 of you have had the guts to answer this poll question. Thousands of you do not have the guts to answer this question. 47% are saying yes, Bruce. It will drop under 150 between now and the bell. 53% going, no. We're hanging on, buddy. We're hanging on. 151.16. We're hanging on to this thing. 166 thumbs ups here. We're not dropping, Bruce. We're good. 151.08. We're good. We're in the last minute. The bell's going to go in the next 30 seconds. 151 even. 151 even. Another dip. Are we going to go through 151 down to 149? What's happening? 30 seconds. I don't know. Let's see what's going on. SoFi, 726. Oh my God. Rocket Lab, 842. Up a nickel. 6 there, 317. Up 9. Oh my gosh. 4506 on Twitter, down 77. The Dow down 123. GameStop, 151.16. It's putting up a fight. It doesn't want to give it up. And not Larry, Yoko Lover Titus is saying, the bells have rung, baby. The bells have rung. Michael's saying the bells have rung. Zach, they're clapping. It's over. It's over. 151.17 on GameStop. It did not close under 150 a share today. That is the word. $5.5 million worth of 150 covered calls will get assigned. Wow, it's in the money. Those shares are in the money. Those options are in the money at 151.63. They're worth $1.63 a contract. They'll all get assigned. Yes. Oh my goodness gracious. 151.43 now. 151.63. We're seeing different quotes going through here. Oh wow. I'm with you, Savage. I bought 1,000 more SoFi shares today. 500 for my trading account and 500 for my IRA. I'm picking this stuff up and I'm scoring it, baby. I'm going to grab this. Okay. SoFi, fine, says Credit Savage. I'll buy more of you at 724. What the heck? Whoever just sold this to me, thank you. I'll take good care of them and never sell them. I shall write many covered calls against these shares. I promise I will. And SoFi closes at 726, down 35 cents. And thousands of shares have gone into the hands of my viewers again today as they keep scooping up this cheap paper, taking it off of people's hands who don't want it because they have no faith or they have to sell it because they got other problems. I don't know what the reason is, but I'll tell you what, this channel is becoming a larger and larger and larger shareholder of SoFi stock. And it's going to get to the point where one of you guys is going to nominate me to the board of directors and you'll be able to vote me in. Oh my God, I'll be a board of director member and I can't talk to you about what's going on. Maybe that's not a good idea. Maybe we shouldn't do that. Okay. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. What can I say? What a day, what a day. Swear you have a great weekend, buddy. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. Aurora, neat. 113 is the down dip on the Dow. That's it right there. We lost 53.9 points on the S&P, 292 on the NASDAQ market. That is the deal. Interesting stuff. 151.63 last trade on GameStop. Nelson says my SoFi average now is 11.85. By buying it up down here, my average is plummeting. Beautiful move. Duncan says, please join Stock Markets with Bruce. Thank you so much, everybody. Michael, wellness check on Austin. Duncan is smiling and wondering what's going on. Interesting day. Very interesting day. The Matterport ended up at 694, ME at 356, Spire 185, ATIP at 180, Hycroft Mining down 17 cents to 201. It dropped again. Smart Rent 509 up a nickel, and then Pfizer up 3 cents. Hewlett-Packard down 47 cents to 37.47. Down day today. There it is. Have a happy Easter, Nelson is saying. Uncle B, gotta go. You take care, buddy. Credit Savage, when it's all said and done, I want to leave 10,000 shares of SoFi to each one of my kids. Is that too much to ask? Couldn't you imagine leaving each one of your children right now 10,000 shares of Apple? Do you know that Apple once traded in the $2 level right when it was near its demise before Steve Jobs came back? It was at $2. This is pre-split. This is several splits ago. It was down to 2 something a share. If you'd have bought, I don't know, if you'd have bought maybe 700 or 800 shares, 1,000 shares at the time, $2,000, you probably have more than 10,000 shares now. And if you bought enough stock and you have a couple of kids, you probably can give each of your kids 10,000 shares of Apple at 165 a share right now. Wow, that's in our lifetime. Lame, my 144 GameStop might not get assigned, but I got 700 premium, makes it 151, so come and get me. Oh, you'll get assigned. If it expired today, you're getting assigned, and you're in at 151. you can buy the stock back on Monday, whatever it's trading at. If you want to wait, it goes down to 145, buy it back 145 and write 150s again. Whatever you like. You're in business. Alberto, I can't average down. I'm at 1330 average on a ton of SoFi, says Alberto. Mike, enjoy the day off, Bruce, and enjoy the holiday, everybody. Thank you, Michael. $8 average on ME, says Aaron. That's my average now. $9 average on SoFi, says Aaron. Nice averages, guys. Well done. Well done. Well, we'll see how all this plays out into next week. We've now got 3 days off, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday. We'll be back on the air Monday morning, as always, and we'll see what's going on here. I picked up 3,900 SoFi shares today. Cheap, says Everett. Well done, sir. Stealing paper. Mirko, hey, Uncle Bruce, I'm not in such a hurry. I'm long a few GameStop calls, strike 75 and 85, 80 expiring June 17. Thinking about rolling them into 115 January 23s. Could take $15-20 off the table per contract. Any thoughts? Yeah, you could do that. Taking money off the table is always a good thing to do, my friend. Always. Nice, Vernon. Adventure Duncan, who wants to guess my average? Michael, I'm jealous of that 9 average on SoFi. Splair, I have a fat block that makes it hard to average down from 8.5. Alberto, Mike, I'm going to keep buying while it's below 15. I'm long. Well, that's what they say anyways. Damn liars. Alberto, 1280 maybe. Is that your average adventure? Anyway, there you go, guys. Another fun week, a short week, and I hope you have a great weekend. That'll be great. If I can get under the $10 average on SoFi, that means I'm better than the pipe investors. Yes, that's crazy because it has Galileo, Pagaya, Technisys plus Bank Charter now. It's crazy, and I'm buying for under 10. I know it is insanely and tragically priced below $10 a share right now. That is the absolute goofiness in which this market is right now. It's absolutely insanity. It will not last. The insanity will disappear and normalcy will return, but I can't tell you what minute. It is what it is. We're dealing with what we're dealing with. It's a wild market, and strange things are happening from time to time. It is what it is. Anyway, there you go, kids. We'll see how it all works out. Thank you for all of your support, your kind words, thumbs ups, subscriptions, memberships, donations, you name it. I thank you all. Have a wonderful long weekend. Those of you who are joining me this weekend for one-on-ones, I look forward to seeing you. If any of you are interested in a one-on-one, you send me an email and I will respond to you as quick as I can. Try to get you signed up for a one-on-one this weekend. If you want to review your account and your strategies and everything else, we'll do what we can, try to make you a smarter trader. Thanks again to all of the 237 of you who voted on the poll question tonight. 54% of you said it is not going under 150 a share, Bruce, and you were right. 46% missed this one, but we'll try again next week on something else. And all of you for thumbs ups, thank you. 175 now have come in on this session. Thank you for the 175 thumbs ups, guys. I appreciate it. Have a great weekend. Get yourself some rest. Stay healthy for me. Join me Monday morning. Let's try and make some more money on this market. They're just giving it away. Might as well take it. Thanks, guys. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you on Monday. Goodbye from Calgary.